As long as I can remember, I've grown up surrounded by wildlife, and once I found out about what was happening in my own backyard, I realised I could do something.
Within the Sunshine Coast Biosphere, I think that it's important to start recognising how do you live in it, how do you dwell in it, how do you build in it, what does that mean for everyone that exists in it. Everyone has to be committed to it, because that's what I think the Biosphere is asking for.
The Biosphere is every single one of us, is everything from our businesses, from our universities, our schools, our infrastructure and the plans around that. And above all, it is us, the community that exists within every square metre of the Sunshine Coast. And so being a part of that, your role to play is exceptionally important.
We're after that balance for the people to be able to live here, but also plants and animals can thrive as well.
It's like you don't own it, you're actually a part of it. You could almost say that it owns you because you actually dwell in it. So in the context of the biosphere, everybody that's in it needs to think about how we're going to make it sustainable, because it can only grow from the community.
I believe it starts with kids because they are the next game changers to conservation, in my opinion, and empowering them to make sustainability, conservation and environmental issues part of the conversation. It's nurturing these passions that these kids will use throughout their lifetime.
We are sort of an enabler. We create a sense of community. So if you provide the opportunity for an agency to provide a community meal that brings people together, people don't feel so isolated, they have one another to talk to, and it's also a way for them to access other vital services. Food is just one step in that process of creating a sense of community.
Our people and where they ran and where they lived, and knowing some of their history, that's not to love. Because it's here, it's all in our backyard, our culture.
Culture is really about the lived experience, how we lived in the land.
We see that the connection just doesn't belong to the land that we stay in, but the air that we breathe, which comes from the sky. So we call the earth the mother and the sky the father. And so between them we have that connection to place.
And the connection to country and land and water and sky is still there. One of the things that I see is it's about bringing people back to country so that they can have that relationship with their sites of significance and our culture the way that we know it.
They still feel that cultural connection back to place, and they see it as healing when they return back to country. I think the Biosphere is a real strong strategic direction in the way the future of the Sunshine Coast needs to head. And we can show the rest of the world how it's done between us Indigenous people and its non-Indigenous people.
It's being able to live, work and play, sitting alongside active conservation and doing it all sustainably. That is what's important. We live in a pretty special place, and even people that aren't into nature so much, they love the beaches, they love the swimming holes. Like, we are all connected to it. It's identifying the natural environment we need to protect and look after, but also allowing people to farm sustainably, responsible development, and where people can run their lives and businesses sustainably. It's the economics and conservation, and that's what the Biosphere is actually about. And that's what we need to work towards, a community effort.
Everybody needs to do something small to make a big difference.
If you give anybody a system that is easy, they can see the benefits of it and they're doing the right thing, I mean, what's not to like about that?
The Sunshine Coast Biosphere isn't a green light to start. The Biosphere is a thumbs up saying keep going. It is a celebration of the work we have already done. And we wouldn't be designated if we weren't already exceptional in our demonstration of Biosphere values.
It's so inspirational, especially for me to keep on pushing to conserve and protect what we love here on the Sunshine Coast.
We're a small part, but again, it's all the small parts that make the big parts.
It's exciting for people on the Sunshine Coast, but we've got to do the work to care for that. And then for future generations, it can be a special place to be.
And that's what people need to understand, the Sunshine Coast Biosphere. They need to love this place so that future visitors that come to stay come to love it just as much as the traditional owners.
A drop creates a ripple, and a ripple creates a wave, and waves do change tides.